Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the English Conversation Podcast. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Daniel. We're so glad you're here with us today.
Daniel, to start today's episode, I want to practice a little English with you. Are you ready?
I was born ready, Sarah. Let's do it.
Hello, Daniel. It is a sunny day today. Do you like the sun?
Hello, Sarah. Yes, it is nice. I like the sun very much. It is warm.
Yes, it is warm. Well, goodbye, Daniel.
Goodbye, Sarah.
Okay, cut. That was painful.
Oh my gosh, that was terrible. We sounded like robots whose batteries were dying.
We really did. But Daniel, be honest. Does that remind you of anything?
Unfortunately, yes. It reminds me of myself when I first started learning a second language.
Exactly.
You find yourself in these social situations, maybe waiting for a meeting to start or standing next to someone at a party, and your brain just freezes. You know the grammar, but you feel so boring.
Right. You end up just talking about the weather because it's safe. And then there's that dreadful, awkward silence.
Well, today we are going to fix that. No more robot talk.
That's right. Today's episode is all about mastering the art of small talk without sounding boring or fake.
We're going to give you practical, easy techniques that you can use immediately. We'll show you how to start a conversation based on what's happening around you, how to turn a boring question like, "How was your weekend?" into a real discussion, and the secret weapon for keeping any chat going.
And, just as important, we will teach you how to politely and gracefully end a conversation when you need to leave.
It's a super practical episode today, so let's stop talking about it and let's start doing it.
Okay, Daniel, before we get into the techniques, I think we need to address something important.
What's that?
The fact that a lot of people, especially language learners, hate small talk.
Oh, I hear this all the time. Students tell me, "Daniel, it feels so fake," or "Why do I care about the weather? Let's talk about something real."
Exactly. They see it as shallow or a waste of time. And I get it. In some cultures, you don't talk unless you have something important to say.
But here is the secret that changed my mind about small talk. Are you ready?
Tell us.
Small talk is not about the topic. It's not actually about the weather or the traffic.
No?
No. It's about connection.
I like that. It's a signal.
Exactly. Think of it like the social warm-up before a workout. You don't just sprint immediately, right? You stretch first.
That is a great analogy.
Small talk is the warm-up that builds trust. When you chat with someone, you are basically saying, "I am friendly. I am safe to talk to. I am open to connecting with you."
And without that warm-up, jumping straight into a deep topic can feel very intense and awkward in English-speaking cultures.
Precisely. We often call small talk social glue.
Social glue. I love that idiom. It's what holds people together in awkward situations.
Think about where you need it. Waiting for a meeting to start and your boss is standing next to you?
Or waiting in a long line at a coffee shop.
Or at a friend's barbecue where you don't know anyone else?
In all those situations, small talk turns an awkward, silent moment into a friendly one.
So listeners, please stop thinking of it as fake. Start thinking of it as a necessary social tool.
Okay, so we know why we need it, but how do we do it without relying on the weather report?
You need to become a detective. Let's talk about the observation technique.
Okay, Daniel. So the biggest problem people have is starting. They panic, look out the window, and say, "It's sunny."
Right. And that's boring because it doesn't invite conversation.
So, what is a better way to start?
The best way is what I call the observation technique.
How does it work?
It's very simple. Instead of looking inside your head for a topic, you look outside at the world around you. You comment on something that you and the other person are both experiencing right now.
Ah, so it creates an immediate shared experience.
Exactly. Let me give you an example. Sarah, imagine we are at the airport. We are waiting to board a plane, and the line is incredibly long and not moving. We are standing next to each other, looking bored.
Okay, I can picture it.
A boring way to start would be, do you like airports?
That's a weird question to ask a stranger.
Right. But using the observation technique, I could just look at the line, sigh, and say to you, wow, this line is moving slowly today, isn't it? I hope we make our flight.
I know. I've been standing here for 20 minutes. I think there's an issue at the desk.
See? It's natural. We're both in the same situation, so it's easy to talk about it.
I love that. Let's try another scenario. Imagine we are at a company party or a networking event.
Okay.
Instead of walking up and saying, "Hello, what is your job?" Look around. Look at the food. Look at the venue.
Great idea. So I could walk up to the buffet table next to you and say, that chicken sauté looks amazing. Have you tried it yet?
Not yet, but I just had one of those little spinach tarts. They are delicious. You should grab one.
Boom. Conversation started, and it wasn't awkward at all.
Let's do one more, a tricky one. You are in an elevator at work with a colleague you don't know very well. It's silent.
Ooh, the dreaded elevator silence. Okay, for this one, observe the person. But be careful. Don't comment on their body. Comment on something they chose to wear or carry.
Like clothes or accessories?
Exactly. I might say, I love your laptop bag. Is that new? It looks really durable.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I just got it last week. My old one was falling apart.
It works every time.
So, the key takeaway is you don't need a deep topic. You just need to notice what is happening right in front of you.
Precisely. Now, what about the most common small talk question of all? How was your weekend?
Most people answer that incorrectly. Okay, Daniel. It is Monday morning. You walk into the office kitchen to get coffee, and a colleague asks you the classic question, "How was your weekend?"
Sarah, I hear the same answer to this question 90% of the time.
What is it?
People say, it was good. I just relaxed.
And the conversation dies right there.
Totally dead. Relaxed is a conversation killer because there's nothing to ask about it.
So, how do we fix this?
You need to build what I call a conversation bridge.
A bridge. I like that visual. What does it mean?
It means your answer needs to give the other person a path, a bridge, to walk across to continue the conversation.
How do you build it?
You give one small, interesting detail. It doesn't have to be amazing. It just has to be specific. Okay, let's try this. Sarah, you be the boring person first. Hey, Sarah, how was your weekend?
It was fine. I watched a movie.
See? Now I have to do all the hard work to ask, what movie? It feels like an interrogation.
Okay, now let me try it with a bridge. Ask me again.
Hey, Sarah, how was your weekend?
It was great. I actually watched that new Marvel movie on Saturday night.
Oh, really? I've been wanting to see that. Was it any good?
It was fantastic. The special effects were incredible. Are you a fan of superhero movies?
Yeah, I love them.
See the difference?
It's huge. By adding the detail, that new Marvel movie, you built a bridge.
Exactly. Now you can ask me about the movie, or I can ask you if you like that genre. We have a topic.
So, listeners, the rule is never just say, it was good. Always add one specific detail, the name of the restaurant you went to, the sport you played, or the show you watched.
Okay, so you've started the conversation, but now the other person is talking. How do you keep it going and show you are interested?
You need my secret weapon.
Okay, Sarah, we are deep in the conversation now. You built a bridge, and now the other person is talking.
And this is where many English learners panic again. They think, oh no, what do I say next? I need a new topic.
No! Do not change the topic. That is the worst thing you can do.
Why?
Because it makes it look like you weren't listening.
So what is the secret weapon for this moment?
The secret weapon is follow-up questions.
Okay. Daniel, explain the strategy.
The strategy is called the two-question rule. When someone tells you a piece of information, you should ask at least two related questions before you talk about yourself or change the topic.
2 questions. Okay, let's try it. I'll make a statement. You apply the rule.
Ready?
I went hiking on Saturday.
Oh, nice. Where did you go?
We went up to Bear Mountain, about an hour north of here.
Oh, I've heard of that. Was it a difficult trail? I'm looking for an easy one for beginners.
It wasn't too bad, actually. There's a steeper path, but we took the easier loop.
See? That felt like a real conversation.
It really did. By asking 2 questions, you show genuine interest in my life. You weren't just waiting for your turn to speak.
Exactly. And people love talking about themselves. If you keep asking them questions, they will think you are a fantastic conversationalist.
Okay, but Daniel, sometimes it's hard to think of questions fast in a second language.
You're right. So let's give our listeners some plug-and-play phrases they can use to show interest while they think.
Great idea. These are what we call reaction phrases.
If someone tells you something surprising, you can say,
Really? Or no way.
make sure your voice goes up at the end. Really?
If they tell you something good, you say.
That sounds amazing. Or that sounds like fun.
And if they tell you something bad, like they had a flat tire, you say.
Oh no, that sounds terrible. Or that's so frustrating.
And my favorite phrase of all, this is the ultimate invitation for someone to keep talking.
What is it?
Simply say, tell me more about that.
Ooh, that's a good one. You're writing a book? Tell me more about that.
It works in almost any situation.
Okay, so you've started the chat, you've built bridges, you've asked follow-up questions. The conversation is going great.
But all good things must come to an end. How do you leave the conversation politely without just walking away?
That is the graceful exit.
Okay, Daniel, we have arrived at the final challenge. You've had a nice chat, but now it's over.
There is that awkward silence. You've run out of things to say about the weather or their weekend.
And you need to leave. Maybe your meeting is starting, or you just want to go get another drink at the party.
Many learners feel trapped here. They don't want to seem rude by just walking away.
So, we need a graceful exit strategy.
The strategy is simple. It has 2 parts: a transition phrase plus a reason.
Let's look at the transition phrase first. This signals that the conversation is ending.
A great word to use here is anyway or, well, with a falling tone.
Right. It sounds like, well, it was really great chatting with you.
Or, anyway, I don't want to keep you.
That second one is great because it sounds like you are being polite to them, even though you are the one who wants to leave. Okay, so you've done the transition. Now you need a reason.
The reason doesn't have to be absolutely true. It's just a polite social excuse.
Let's look at some common scenarios. Daniel, we are at a party. How do you escape?
I might say, well, it was great catching up, but I'm going to go grab another drink or find the restroom before the speech starts.
Perfect. What if we're at work, standing in the hallway?
I'd say, anyway, I should probably get back to my desk. I have a deadline to finish before lunch.
That works perfectly. And finally, always end on a positive note.
Yes, a simple, it was nice talking to you, or see you around is perfect.
Let's put it all together in a quick role play. We're at a coffee shop and you need to leave.
Okay. Yeah, that movie sounds amazing. Anyway, Sarah, look at the time. I need to run or I'm going to be late for my meeting. It was really nice talking to you, though.
You too, Daniel. Good luck with your meeting. See ya.
See? Painless. I escaped, and you don't feel offended.
It worked perfectly. Okay, so you have all the tools: the start, the bridge, the follow-up, and the exit. Let's wrap this up.
Whew. We covered a lot today, Daniel.
We did. No more robotic weather reports, Sarah.
Exactly. We went from observing the world around us to building weekend bridges, using the secret weapon of follow-up questions, and finally, making a graceful exit.
If you use these techniques, I promise you, you will not sound boring. People will enjoy talking to you because you are making them feel interesting.
But Daniel, we have to remind our listeners of one thing.
What's that?
Small talk is a skill, like playing tennis or driving a car. You aren't going to be perfect at it the first time you try.
That is so true. You have to practice. You have to be willing to have a few awkward moments. That's how you learn.
So don't put too much pressure on yourself. Just try one technique at a time. Next time you're in a line, try the observation starter.
Speaking of practice, it's time for our question of the day.
Yes, we want you to practice the observation technique right now in the comments. Look around the room you are in right now. Find one thing you could comment on to start a conversation.
It could be anything. Wow, it's noisy in here today. Or, that's a beautiful plant. Or, this coffee is really good.
Write your observation starter in the comments below. We can't wait to see what you come up with.
And if you found this episode helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend who hates small talk.
Don't forget to subscribe to the English Conversation podcast so you never miss a lesson. We have some great topics coming up soon.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Go out there, break the ice, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.